Hey guys, Youngblood with you, and I wanted to speculate today about the Vanguard variant sale, which is going to be taking place on Friday. Now, Ben announced that we're going to have 3 versions that are going to be released, specifically 2 variants, but we also have the Warden, which is our base model, and for those of you who remember, that started at $250. Next, the new one is going to be the Sentinel at $275, and finally another new one is the Harbinger at $295. Now, what are these? Well, I'm not really sure, but we're going to dig in and speculate on these, and I'm going to give you some of my thoughts. And this is going to be pretty brief because I'm going to be talking about these in under a week. Now, Chris stated in one of the most recent 10 for the Chairman that one of the Vanguard variants is going to be an E-Warfare ship. Now, that was information that we got in an old Jump Point article as well, so that seems fairly conclusive on something that we can expect. Now, I also feel pretty confident that the Sentinel is going to be the E-Warfare version of the Vanguards for a couple reasons. The name kind of seems to suggest a scout type of ship, and having E-War capabilities would be a pretty nice perk for somebody that's in a scout type role. You know, jump in, scan everybody, and then maybe shut people down. Not to mention, when I think of E-Warfare ships, I tend to think less weapons, and that isn't likely to be the most expensive version of the Vanguard variant that comes out. And I doubt it's going to be the least expensive or most expensive. So kind of finding that middle ground price probably seems to be where I would put it if I was setting the prices on each of these variants. Now, I could even see them adding some aspect of a command and control ship to kind of help supplement the E-Warfare benefits, since it kind of seems like a similar line of accessories or equipment on the ship, you know, transmittal type radar arrays and all that kind of stuff. Now, we can probably look at this a little bit like the Cutlass or the 300 series and say that the black or the 300i is probably the most versatile of the ships, and the red or the 315p are the most specialized towards an end goal. And then the blue or the 325 is the most combat focused. So my guess is that the Harbinger mirrors the Cutlass blue in a way and ends up having heavier armor and shields and probably comes with heavier weaponry. Add to that a name like Harbinger and you've got yourself a death dealer. Now, I think they'll end up trying to make it a special in some way, though, and that could maybe end up being adding cells and making this more like a bounty hunter, which is going to then kind of help you get the criminals at the edge of the systems, kind of supplementing that deep space fighter mentality, or potentially swapping out torpedo bays, you know, for or maybe the top turret for more forward-facing heavy weaponry. Or maybe it even brings some form of stealth component to it. But either way, I'm expecting the Harbinger to be the heavy hitter of the group and probably to be pretty combat focused in some specific way. So what does that mean for the Warden, which is now the base model? I bet it ends up having probably extra cargo capacity or maybe even just some extra flexibility that the others can't use, kind of like since we've seen with the Retaliator modularity. Though I would bet that's something that ends up coming later down the line. It might just end up being a good fighter that has more flexibility overall, and it gives you the option to kind of customize it exactly how you want it to be. So these ships are going to be on sale on Friday, and I'm probably going to, and we'll probably run for 10 days or so. Ben's post seemed to indicate that they had worked up a ton of awesome artwork for this, so I'm really excited for this all to drop and for us to get a look at these new variants that they've kind of been teasing here and there. So make sure you stay tuned for this weekend. I'm going to try and get around to getting that Should You Buy video up. I don't know if I'll get it Friday, but I'll get it up before the weekend's done. And I'd like for you guys to let me know what you think these are going to end up being. You know, if you think I'm dead on, let me know. If you've got different ideas, let me know that too. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the weekend and have yourselves a great day. Take care.